Hi, my name is Estefania and I'm from Tec de Monterrey, Campus Sonora Norte, and we are Team 18. In this video, we'll be talking about migration, one of the biggest global challenges today. Migration has always been part of humanity. People move from one place to another looking for safety, opportunities, or simply a better life. It's not just about borders or laws. It's about people, about humans, about dreams, about dignity. So our team analyzed how different regions around the world deal with migration, depending on their context and resources. Each one faces its own difficulties, but also finds ways to respond with resilience and creativity. Sometimes society labels migrants as good or bad, but what really matters is remembering they are humans. We need to think critically and look beyond the stereotypes, because every person who migrates deserves respect, empathy, and recognition. Understanding this concept will make us a better human and will help us to build a better society and more human communities.
Hi, my name is José Luis. I am from Tec de Monterrey, Campus Toluca. Today I'm going to talk about migration problems from United States, Texas. Well, Texas faces strong political tensions around migration. Even though there are community and legal aid programs, many public discourses still criminalize migrants, labeling them as illegal or dangerous. This connects with the concept of false identities and moral communications. Labeling immigrants as a threat is a moral form of communication that creates exclusion and builds false identities, reducing people to stereotypes instead of recognizing their dignity and human stories. In conclusion, while organizations like Catholic Charities for World represent the humanitarian and thoughtful side of migration policy, the moral and political narratives that criminalize migrants continue to challenge justice and inclusion in the United States. This is Region 1.
Hi, I'm Cianya Tavares from Campus Toluca. Ciudad Juárez is one of Mexico's busiest border crossings. Every year, thousands of people from Central America, the Caribbean, and South America arrive with the intention of crossing into the United States. However, due to restrictive immigration policies, many are unable to continue their journey and end up staying in Mexico for months or even years. As a result, Mexico plays a dual role as a transit point and a refuge. There are various humanitarian efforts in this city. For example, La Casa del Migrante, that offers accommodation, food, medical care, psychological support, and legal advice. Institutions such as CONAMAR and the National Institute of Migration are responsible for processing asylum applications and promoting the integration of those who decide to stay. Furthermore, organizations such as Doctors Without Borders and HIAS Mexico provides health, education, and protection services against violence. Despite these efforts, there are major limitations. Shelters are overcrowded, resources are insufficient, and media and political discourse often blame or render migrants invisible, associating them with insecurity or economic problems. These generate discrimination and xenophobia, further complicating their situation. Finally, Ciudad Juárez reflects that migration isn't just a passing phenomenon, but a structural and humanitarian challenge. Recognizing Mexico as a country of refuge means replacing discourses of fear with narratives of solidarity and respect for human rights.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Patiño. I'm from Campus Toluca of the Technology of Monterrey, and I'm going to talk about Airbnb.org. And in Region 4, we focused on this organization, the non-profit branch of Airbnb, because it provides free temporary housing for refugees and displaced people by connecting them with volunteers hosts around the world. The organization operates globally, working with NGOs to coordinate safe stays. It's funded by Airbnb and public donations, and 100% of these donations go directly to free stays, totaling over 1.4 million nights so far. Its mission is to offer safe temporary shelter during crisis through community generosity. The program is short term and it depends on the volunteer participation and the NGO support. So far, it has safely housed more than 210,000 refugees, showing a strong immediate impact, though it doesn't provide long term housing solutions. So that's a disadvantage. And in summary, the four regional responses show positive but varied impacts depending on their local conditions. Catholic Charities Forward ensures legal resettlement but should expand the help for undocumented migrants through food, legal, and donation programs. Casa del Migrante in Tijuana provides shelter and dignity to all, yet needs more space and stable funding to face migration surges. The IRC in California supports long-term integration, adding online programs could help reach more people. And finally, Airbnb.org offers global short-term housing in crisis. Creating incentives for volunteers hosts will strengthen its sustainability. Altogether, these efforts form a chain of humanitarian action that promotes the dignity, empathy, and inclusion for migrants worldwide.